Hi, communicators. It's Professor McNamara with some words of wisdom as we get ready for our very first Module 1 exam in our interpersonal communications class. So I want to first start out by saying there is a study guide published online in our Canvas class, and you can access that anytime. If you were my own children, I would recommend that you do a brief look through of each of the chapters, 1, 2, 3, 4, before taking the exam. I would not ask you to read them word for word because, let's be honest, you're not going to anyway. So I would have you just kind of look through them each briefly, and then I would pay close attention to things that we talked about in our discussions online or face-to-face, because if it was important enough for us to read about it and then talk about it and maybe even write about it in a discussion or quiz, then it's probably something that could make the exam. Last but not least, I would warn you once again to do these on your own. AI has eroded all self-confidence of students, but the truth is, if I ask you a question about self-esteem or your self-fulfilling prophecy or how you feel about yourself, it's going to be so obvious if you use AI to write that, and then you get a 0. You know these answers. We've gone over them. I've prepared you for this. And so my advice is set aside an hour where you have strong Wi-Fi, have your notes and your textbook in front of you because you can use both, and then trust yourself to be able to answer these from a common sense perspective, because a 0 on one of these exams because of plagiarism or use of AI is really hard to recover from. So check out the study guide, take my words of wisdom, take your time, and make sure you set yourself up for success by setting aside an hour with strong Wi-Fi, and tell your friends and family, put a note on the door, whatever you need to do to make sure you have some peace and quiet as you take these. My last little nugget of wisdom is to try to do these on a laptop. If you cannot, then I would say maybe an iPad, and absolutely worst case scenario would be your cell phone. Cell phones don't do as well because you can't see the entire question on the screen. Sometimes when you scroll up, it changes your answer from A to B to C during a multiple choice, and so I really prefer you not to use a cell phone, but you do you. You're all adults, and so I'll watch for those exams to roll in. Good luck. I believe in you.